Minister to make his way to the AICC headquarters. Will Sachin Pilot be the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan? Many questions swirl in opposition politics, which will have a big impact on what happens before the 2024 general elections. All that and more coming up on the Newstrack tonight.
कौन बनेगा King Kong? Tharoor throws hat in the ring. Gehlot keeps everyone guessing. Chorus grows for Rahul's return. Suspense and speculation swirl. Gandhi Mukt Congress possible? Big focus on Newstrack.
Here's a look at the headlines I'm tracking tonight. Big political fight erupts over UP government's survey of Waqf properties. Owaisi calls the exercise Chota NRC. 35 crore Bengaluru flyover crumbles and pothole menace returns to the city. Congress mocks Chief Minister Bomai over 40% cut allegations. Starts a Pay CM campaign. LG versus AAP showdown now in Punjab. Governor withdraws order for special assembly session that was called for a trust vote. Kejriwal says democracy is dead. Over 200 people protest outside Hindu temple in England's Smithwick. Protesters chant Allahu Akbar. Incident comes close on the heels of clashes that erupted in Leicester. Comedian Raju Srivastav passes away at 58. The comedy king was admitted to AIIMS on the 10th of August after suffering a heart attack. Congress ka King Khan? That's the question everyone's asking. The contenders for the top job are Ashok Gehlot and Shashi Tharoor. But at least 10 state Congress units have passed a resolution demanding that Rahul Gandhi be made party president. Is a Gandhi Mukt Congress possible? And how serious is the grand old party about the new poll reforms? Will Ashok Gehlot agree to step away as Rajasthan Chief Minister to come to Delhi? Or will he continue to insist that he be in both jobs, in Jaipur and in the AICC headquarters? Here is our lead story tonight.
No, come on!
The Scion makes a splash. While his party is caught between the rock and a hard place at the crucial juncture of electing a new president. Almost a dozen state Congress units have rooted for Rahul Gandhi for the top job in the grand old party. All this when the leader has ruled himself out of the fray.
He is not a consensus candidate. He is the only candidate which is acceptable to the people of congressmen in not only in Kerala, throughout the country. Because everybody knows that if he will take up the responsibility, that will be a new, we are going to start a new era in Indian politics. And he has got that courage to fight against Modi and the anti-people policies of the BJP, RSS combined.
Support at the same time seems to be diminishing for the one who seems ready to toss his hat into the ring.
If he is ready to say, I will support always in Nehru family, can he say? The person who are telling, I will openly support Nehru family, I will stand with him at the family. That person, they get 100% votes from the state of Kerala.
Otherwise, no.
Otherwise, no.
If Shashi Tharoor still decides to contest, he will likely face a tough challenge from Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. The 71-year-old veteran is believed to enjoy the proverbial blessings of the Gandhi High Command. In Delhi, Gehlot gave it a go.
आज अगर मान लो पार्टी के लोग चाहते हैं कि नहीं मेरी जरूरत है मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अध्यक्ष के रूप में मैं मना नहीं कर सकता।
In an ideal situation that would have settled the election issue within Congress, a smooth contest between an Ashok Gehlot backed by the Gandhis on one side and a Shashi Tharoor on the other.
हम जानते थे कि निकम्मा है, नाकारा है, कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा है, खाली लोगों को लड़वा रहा है.
But not too distant memories of rivalry within Rajasthan Congress revived again as the state CM arrived in Delhi to meet interim party president Sonia Gandhi.
Mrs. Gandhi has also said many times in Udaipur, she said that the party is a strong organization if we have a democratic process, which is the only party in India where we have election process. So let's wait and see what happens. No matter what the outcome is, the party will come out stronger. That's what I believe.
And his former deputy joined Rahul in the Bharat Jodo Yatra in Kochi, sparking speculations about a potential clash between the two over the CM's post in Rajasthan. In Delhi, however, Gehlot indicated he was in no mood to quit as chief minister in the event of his election as party president.
कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष चुनाव ओपन है, इसमें कोई भी खड़ा हो सकता है. ये तो जो 9,000 लोग हैं, 9,000 में से कोई भी व्यक्ति खड़ा हो सकता है, चाहे वो MP है, MLA, मंत्री है, मुख्यमंत्री है. कल कोई कहते कि राज्य का मंत्री मैं खड़ा होना चाहता हूँ, तो वो हो सकता है, वो मंत्री भी रह सकता है और कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष भी बन सकता है.
His comments gave the BJP a handle to mock Congress and its Rajasthan leadership. But Congress seemed to be in no rush to enforce its one person, one post rule from its Udaipur declaration in May this year.
कानून क्या कहता है, कांग्रेस का संविधान क्या कहता है?
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में ऐसा नहीं है, कोई भी लड़ सकता है, डेलीगेट होना चाहिए.
सिर्फ डेलीगेट होना जरूरी है किसी भी पद पर रहते हुए
नहीं.
Election or handpicking? The exercise to give Congress a new president is a test for the party to prove how serious it is about introducing meaningful reforms to revive its sagging fortunes. Bureau Report, India Today.
The biggest question in political circles at this moment is whether Ashok Gehlot will step down as Rajasthan Chief Minister if he comes to Delhi to become Congress President, whether Sachin Pilot will be made the Rajasthan Chief Minister, will Gehlot insist that not Sachin but someone else of his choice become CM if he is forced to step down, and in the event of a Tharoor versus Gehlot fight, does Shashi Tharoor have a fighting chance? Joining me for perspective on this is Supriya Bhardwaj. She's tracking the Bharat Jodo Yatra for us. She's joining me live from Kochi tonight, has a good sense of what's happening on the ground. Sharad Kumar is our bureau chief in Jaipur. He's tracking all the activity in Jaipur, where Rajasthan Chief Minister Gehlot had a late evening meeting with his MLAs where he made clear that he hopes to stay on as CM and also, if required, become Congress President. So Supriya Bhardwaj, to you first. You're with the Rahul Gandhi Bharat Jodo Yatra. At this moment, does it seem as if a consensus has been arrived at how the Congress will determine who becomes the next president? Has Gehlot agreed to move full-time to Delhi, or do you think he'll continue to insist that he gets both jobs?
Well, Rahul, first and foremost, where we are at the moment, the Bharat Jodo Yatra is still going on. You can see that Rahul Gandhi is all set to address people at the moment. And I've been joined by Pawan Khera also. First and foremost, Ashok Gehlot will be coming tomorrow to Rajasthan from Jaipur to this very place where we are in Alba, and he will be actually walking along with Rahul Gandhi. I have been joined by Pawan Khera also. Mr. Khera, will the consensus emerge as well as Congress President is concerned?
Wait and watch. We are all waiting and watching. But if there is consensus, there is consensus. If there is election, there is election.
You come from the state of Rajasthan. Your state is the state which is in the the maximum buzz is around the Chief Minister, Mr. Ashok Gehlot. What do you have to say on that one as far as one person, one post is concerned, sir?
Let's wait and watch. Things are evolving. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens day after tomorrow. So we have time and we have a lot of interesting days ahead.
There There is also another gentleman, Mr. Shashi Tharoor, who comes from this very place. I would ask Dalbir to show also what is happening. Rahul, this is what is happening in the Bharat Jodo Yatra as to how the leaders come together. Meanwhile, we have a chat with Mr. Khera. Mr. Khera, do you feel that the consensus will emerge as far as Congress president is concerned?
If there is an election, there is an election. If there is consensus, there is consensus. We have systems in place. We have a system of elections in place. If there is an election, there will be an election.
So what do you have to say as far as the issue of the Congress president is concerned? Because more than 10 states, the Pradesh committees have passed the resolution that Rahul Gandhi be made the Congress.
That's what we want. As a member of the Congress party, I want Rahul Gandhi to be my president. And I have every right to express my opinion.
Well, Rahul, this is what is happening at ground zero. The face of the Congress party and Bharat Jodo Yatra remains Rahul Gandhi, but the Congress is also set to see a contest between Ashok Gehlot and Mr. Tharoor. Face of the Yatra is Mr. Gandhi only.
Yes, of course. As I said, I as a Congress member want Rahul Gandhi to lead my party. So
okay.
That's my right, that's my prerogative, and I'll keep repeating it.
What we are getting...
And you've seen the kind of support he has. You've seen the overwhelming support across both sides of this.
So a last-minute effort will be made to try and convince Rahul Gandhi to assume the post of Congress president. Will he have a last-minute change of heart, or will he continue to insist that no Gandhi family member will be president and the Congress must find a new president? Sharat Kumar joins us from Jaipur. He tracks the ins and outs of Rajasthan politics more than anybody else in our team. Sharat, what did you find out about that big meeting that Ashok Gehlot did with Congress MLAs late last evening? You've tracked Gehlot's politics for more than 2 decades. Will he step down as Congress president if Sonia Gandhi asks? Will he step down as Congress chief minister if Sonia Gandhi asks him to? Or will he insist that he have both posts? Or will he insist that someone of his choice become chief minister if it can't be him?
देखिए राहुल, ये करीब करीब तय है कि अशोक गहलोत कांग्रेस के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष होंगे। कांटा केवल सचिन पायलट पर अटका हुआ है, क्योंकि सितंबर 2019 में ही मुख्यमंत्री अशोक गहलोत ने अपने नेटवर्क पर ये कहा था कि हम राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष और मुख्यमंत्री दोनों पद पर रहना चाहते हैं, मगर उस समय स्थिति बन नहीं पाई थी। और 22-23 अगस्त को ये खबर वहीं से आई कि राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष और मुख्यमंत्री दोनों पद पर बने रहेंगे। मगर कल विधायकों की अचानक से बैठक बुलाई गई, क्योंकि केसी वेणुगोपाल ने फ़ोन किया अशोक गहलोत को कि आप दिल्ली आइए। विधायकों की बैठक में वो कहते हैं कि मैं राहुल गांधी को कोशिश करूंगा कि अध्यक्ष बनाऊं, लेकिन अगर नहीं माने तो आप सभी विधायक हमारे नामांकन के लिए दिल्ली जाने के लिए तैयार रहिए। बिल्कुल साफ संकेत था। साथ में यह भी कहा कि हम बजट जल्दी पेश करेंगे और अपनी मांग जो है हमें दे दीजिए, यानी कि हम मुख्यमंत्री बने रहेंगे। तो ये जो एक संदेश था उसे लेकर ऐसा कहा जा रहा है कि ये जिस तरह की आज की हेडलाइन थी हर जगह कि मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे और राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष रहेंगे, ये कांग्रेस आलाकमान को अच्छा नहीं लगा है। इसलिए आज दिल्ली पहुंचे। दिल्ली पहुंच कर उन्होंने कहा कि मैं किसी पद के लिए नहीं काम कर रहा हूं, बिना पद के लिए मैं काम करना चाहता हूं। वहां पर 11:30 की मीटिंग थी सोनिया गांधी के साथ, वो टलती गई, फिर 2 बजे की हुई। उसके बाद 3:20 पर केसी वेणुगोपाल और सोनिया गांधी बैठे और उसके 20 मिनट बाद प्रियंका गांधी उस मीटिंग को ज्वाइन करती हैं। उसके 20 मिनट बाद अशोक गहलोत को वहाँ बुलाया जाता है। और अब सारा मामला देखिए, जो राहुल गांधी को लेकर हो रहा है वो राहुल गांधी की एक लार्जर देन लाइफ इमेज बनाने की कोशिश हो रही है पूरे देश में, कि कैसे देश में हर कांग्रेसी कह रहा है कि राहुल गांधी को ही राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष बनाया जाए, लेकिन वो नहीं बन रहे हैं। ये जो सैक्रिफाइस की एक कहानी है वो एक बिल्डअप करने की कोशिश हो रही है। लेकिन पीछे जो ये जैसा कि आप देख लीजिए कि क्या कोई कांग्रेस का नेता यह कह सकता है राहुल गांधी के बरक्स की आप लोग नॉमिनेशन भराने के लिए चलिएगा? यानी कहीं ना कहीं हिंट दिया गया है, कहीं ना कहीं ये बता दिया गया था सारी बातें। सोनिया गांधी, प्रियंका गांधी और केसी वेणुगोपाल के बीच यही तय होना है कि ये क्या राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष के पद पर रहेंगे और मुख्यमंत्री पद के पद दोनों पर रहेंगे। यहाँ पर पेंच फंसा हुआ है। इनका कांटा क्या सचिन पायलट पर अटका हुआ है। बड़े नेता हैं मगर एक लक्ष्य इनका सचिन पायलट हो गया, जिसकी वजह से ये सब कुछ वहाँ पर गड़बड़ हो रखा है कि इनके बाद राजस्थान कौन संभालेगा। अब यहाँ पर ये तर्क दे रहे हैं, जैसा कि हमारे सोर्सेज बता रहे हैं कि आज भी उन्होंने समझाने की कोशिश की है वहाँ पर कि हमारा रहना राजस्थान में ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि वो बीजेपी जो है सरकार को डिस्टर्ब कर सकती है। इसके अलावा जो है सचिन पायलट को संभाल नहीं सकते हैं। हमारे पास स्टेट प्लेन है, संसाधन है कि हम दूसरे राज्यों में दौरा कर सकते हैं या फिर कुछ वक्त के लिए टाइम मांग लें, लेकिन राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष के चुनाव को लेकर अब कोई इसमें सस्पेंस बचा नहीं है। वहां से ये कल जो है आप जा रहे हैं, केवल आधे घंटे की मुलाकात, पदयात्रा में शामिल होने नहीं जा रहे हैं, केवल आधे घंटे की मुलाकात इनकी राहुल गांधी से है। वहां से एक संदेश देने की कोशिश करेंगे कि मैं राहुल गांधी के पास कहने आया था कि आप बन जाइए और इसकी मजबूरी के बाद मैं नॉमिनेशन भरने जा रहा हूं, ये एक संदेश देने की कोशिश होगी। उसके बाद ये महाराष्ट्र जाएंगे,
shrewd operator
में पूजा करने जा रहे हैं। जी,
Sharad explains it really nicely. He's going to Rahul Gandhi to convey to the rank and file of the Congress the impression that he wanted Mr. Gandhi to be president. Because RG declined, he therefore very unwillingly went out because he had no option. He was asked by the Gandhi family, even though Sonia Gandhi has told Shashi Tharoor apparently that she doesn't have a personal choice, and the Gandhis won't back either of the two candidates. Thanks Supriya, and thanks Sharad for that update. I want to go across to Congress MLA from Rajasthan, Pratap Singh Khachariawas, joining us now. This broadcast was part of that meeting that Ashok Gehlot did yesterday. हमने सचिन पायलट से सुना, वो कहते हैं कि एक पद पे एक शख्स होना चाहिए। अशोक गहलोत को लग रहा है कि वो चीफ मिनिस्टर भी हो सकते हैं, कांग्रेस के प्रेसिडेंट भी हो सकते हैं। क्या आपको लग रहा है कि सही रास्ता होगा? क्योंकि लाजमी तौर पे एक शख्स अगर एक पोस्ट पे पूरा अपना ध्यान दे तो वो बेहतर है, क्योंकि पार्टी पे वो फोकस कर पाएंगे और सरकार पे सचिन पायलट फोकस कर पाएंगे। क्या तकलीफ है इसमें प्रताप भाई? प्रताप जी, आवाज आ रही है आपको मेरी? Give me a moment as I fix that connection with the Congress MLA from Rajasthan. प्रताप जी, आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है आपको? मैं पूछ रहा हूं कि क्या लग रहा है आपको होगा? क्या ये तय है कि अशोक गहलोत बनने वाले हैं कांग्रेस के नए अध्यक्ष?
देखिए, एक बात आप मानकर चलिए, जो भी होगा अब तो सब सामने आ जाएगा। आज तो गहलोत साहब खुद प्रेस से मिल चुके हैं, सारी बात प्रेस को बोल चुके हैं, और ये तय बात है कि कांग्रेस आलाकमान, खुद सोनिया जी से उनकी मुलाकात हो गई, सब कुछ आपके चैनल पे आ रहा है। राहुल गांधी जी से वो कल मिलने वाले हैं। अब जो भी नीति होगी वो सामने आ जाएगी। कल एमएलएज की मीटिंग हो गई, पूरी बात वहाँ हो गई, सब बात पिक्चर क्लियर है। अब एक दो दिन में सारे पत्ते भी खुल जाएंगे, कौन कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट होगा, इसमें कोई दौराई नहीं। पूरा देश आज भी राहुल गांधी जी का नाम ले रहा है, राहुल गांधी जी आए, राहुल गांधी जी प्रेसिडेंट बने। तो ये जो जितना सारा डिस्कस हो रहा है, उस डिस्कस से आप ये मानकर चलिए सबकी नज़र कांग्रेस पर है। और राहुल गांधी जी, कल भी अशोक गहलोत जी ने कहा, यहाँ से प्रस्ताव भी पास हुआ प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमेटी से, कल भी राहुल गांधी जी के लिए प्रस्ताव पास किया गया 2 दिन पहले, और जो 2 दिन पहले प्रस्ताव पास किया गया उसमें कहा गया कि राहुल गांधी जी अध्यक्ष पद संभालें।
नहीं, पर क्या तकलीफ है अगर सचिन पायलट कांग्रेस के चीफ मिनिस्टर बनते हैं राजस्थान में, तो क्या बुरी बात है? उन्होंने मेहनत की, अध्यक्ष के तौर पे जाना पहचाना यंग एनर्जेटिक चेहरा है उनका, वो बने राजस्थान के सीएम, और गहलोत जी आए कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट बन के दिल्ली में। क्या प्रॉब्लम है इसमें?
ये सारा तय करना तो इंडिया टुडे ग्रुप का काम नहीं है, ये तो विधायक और कांग्रेस आला कमान तय करेंगे। जो कांग्रेस आला कमान तय करता है, गहलोत साहब खुद कह चुके हैं, वो सब मुझे मंजूर होगा। तो ये प्रेस का काम नहीं है, तो विधायकों का, और कांग्रेस आला कमान सोनिया गांधी जी, राहुल गांधी जी।
आपके हिसाब से विधायक किसको चाहते हैं राजस्थान में?
की बात हो रही है, क्या होगा?
अगर कांग्रेस के एमएलए से पूछा जाए राजस्थान में,
विधायक अभी इस वक्त
या पायलट, कौन चाहिए आपको?
आप मुझे ये बताइए, जब कांग्रेस चीफ मिनिस्टर अशोक गहलोत जी बने तो विधायकों की राय से ही बने, ऐसे तो ना बनते हैं चीफ मिनिस्टर। तो विधायकों की राय आला कमान को पता होती है, उसके बाद ही चीफ मिनिस्टर बनते हैं। तो वो तो अभी चीफ मिनिस्टर है ही ना, तो विधायकों की राय से ही चीफ मिनिस्टर, बिना विधायकों की राय से कभी चीफ मिनिस्टर नहीं बनते। आला कमान उसी को चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाता है जो इसके पक्ष में विधायक राय देते हैं। तो आज कांग्रेस विधायक दल के नेता अशोक गहलोत है इस वक्त, और पूरे विधायक उनके साथ खड़े हैं। आप इस बात को जानते हैं, कांग्रेस पार्टी, राजस्थान की कांग्रेस तो वैसे भी बीजेपी के आंख की किरकिरी है, तो अब इस वक्त तो कांग्रेस के सारे विधायक दल के नेता के साथ ही है ना।
Okay, stay with me.
भी कांग्रेस के विधायक है, वो भी अशोक गहलोत के साथ है सारे लोग।
I want to just throw this discussion open. Joining me at this time, representing the Congress party nationally is Nasir Hussain, Member of Parliament, National Spokesperson. Parajita Sarangi joins us from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Member of Parliament from Bhubaneswar. We've got Sanjay Jha, who always has something interesting to say about what's happening inside the Congress. And we've got Rashid Kidwai. Rashid understands the ins and outs of what's going on in all Congress camps. So Rashid, I come to you first. Will the magician Ashok Gehlot agree to step down as Rajasthan Chief Minister to become the Congress President? Will he continue to insist that he wants to stay on as CM? And if he does, what's likely to happen next?
I think, Rahul, this is a posture. Mr. Gehlot is making a kind of honorable exit when there is election next year. And he's been Chief Minister for almost 4 years. So he's being, in a way, elevated as Congress President. And I think he knows he would quit that post of Chief Minister and there will be a new Chief Minister. But Mr. Gehlot wants to bargain and bargain more. His son is the active politician in state politics. What happens to him? Obviously, he would want, the perks of a Rajya Sabha berth when he's a Congress President. Perhaps he would be entitled to ask for that. So all this posturing is there. Don't look at the face value. Politicians say something, they mean something. This is the internal arrangement that we worked out, and everyone knows, Rahul, you and me, that he would not be very happy to see Sachin Pilot. So till the time he resigns, he'll keep lobbying. Remember, Congress is not in power at the center. They do not have agencies to kind of, tame people as it was done in the past when Rajiv Gandhi and Indira Gandhi were prime ministers. So Sonia Gandhi only has goodwill. She's just using her kind of model political authority to, get all this, put pieces on the chessboard. That's it.
Okay, so you think Sachin Pilot will be the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan?
If you look at from in a dispassionate sense, the problem with Congress is how to win Rajasthan in 2023. And Sachin is seen by Congress's internal assessment as someone who's capable of. He would be much more than a Chennai. He's a very sober person. He's not a Sidhu. So perhaps Congress thinks that he's a safe bet and not to think of the number of Gujar influence seats in Rajasthan. So there is a kind of caste consideration. His age, there is a pan-Indian appeal he has. So in a package, he's a good bet.
Rajdeep Sardesai joins me as well from Mumbai. Rajdeep, is Sachin Pilot finally going to get his due? He's been waiting patiently for his turn, or will the magician be able to pull some kind of a trick and ensure that Sachin gets knocked out?
Rahul, I just spoke to Ashok Gehlot about half an hour ago, asked him what he was up to. And he said that he was on his way to Kochi to meet Rahul Gandhi, to persuade Rahul Gandhi to become the AICC president. But I think he sensed that that's not going to happen, that Rahul Gandhi has made up his mind. And he too, I think, Ashok Gehlot is slowly reconciling himself to the idea that he will be possibly the next Congress president. The big question, of course, that what does that mean to Rajasthan? When I asked him that question, he said, मुझे कुर्सी से कोई मतलब नहीं है. मैंने कहा, आपकी कुर्सी नहीं, क्या आप ही का कोई nominee बनेगा? Will someone who you nominate become Rajasthan CM, or will it be Sachin Pilot? That's when he got very guarded. He said, देखिए, Congress party में जो हमारे लोग चाहते हैं वही होगा. What people want. I said, people equals high command. He smiled and said, I'm not going to discuss that. So clearly, Ashok Gehlot, as I said, seems reconciled, Rahul, to the idea that he is more and more likely to contest for that Congress president's post, if at all there is that contest next week. But that a move from Jaipur to Delhi will leave a vacuum in Jaipur, which he ideally, I think, would like someone close to him, someone who can control, through whom he can continue to control Rajasthan, will be made CM. But I think the Gandhis themselves have reportedly assured Sachin Pilot that he is next in line, that his turn should come now because he's waited patiently for the last couple of years. And therefore, whether they can now convince Mr. Gehlot not to do any kind of bargaining with them is the big question mark. Remember,
will Gehlot make a good Congress president? How is he likely to fare? If the Gandhis are backing him, even if it's not openly, it's highly likely that he'll prevail in a battle with Shashi Tharoor. if and when he becomes Congress president, given the fact that the entire Congress machinery is trying to build up Rahul Gandhi through the Bharat Jodo Yatra, what will poor Gehlot do as Congress president? Will it be in name alone?
You know, very interestingly, he told me that I said, what will you now do? If you become Congress president, मैं राहुल के साथ चलूंगा, मैं यात्रा में जाऊंगा, देश भर घूमूंगा, संगठन को मजबूत करूंगा. I will strengthen the organization. So it almost seems as if what his role will be to do the difficult, some would say dirty task of actually getting the organization back on its feet. Because really that's where the Congress is in ICU. Yes, they have a leadership question mark, but the bigger question mark is the state of the organization. There, Mr. Gehlot, as someone who's seen the party for 50 years, who has friends both within the old guard and the new, as someone who enjoys the trust of the Gandhi family, as someone who's been General Secretary organization, fulfilled many posts, has half a chance at least. But how will he function? Will he report almost on a daily basis to the Congress High Command, the Gandhi family, or will he actually have independence and be empowered to do the task ahead of him is a question mark. I am told that Rahul Gandhi is very clear that whoever becomes Congress president must be given full authority over the organization. Rahul Gandhi himself will be the mascot, going to different parts of the country, trying to, in a way, redefine the image of the Congress, while Gehlot does the organization
building. But that's not really
building.
how
So
politics
that
functions.
seems to be
Politics
the
is about
that the Congress
where
is going
people
with.
draw their power from, Rajdeep. And if power is still drawn from the generator of Rahul Gandhi, then Ashok Gehlot is president in name alone, but that generator doesn't have any fuel coming into it. So it's not really firing up in any way.
You know, look, Rahul, at one level, we are all completely cynical and skeptical of the Congress because we've seen the Congress never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. But, you know, look at what happened in 2017 in Gujarat. Gehlot was the General Secretary in charge of that campaign in Gujarat. He handled that campaign to a large extent as an organizational person.
He had
Rahul
Ahmed
Gandhi
Patel helping him.
traveled
There's no
across
Ahmed
Gujarat.
Patel now.
No. In that campaign, there was Ashok Gehlot organizationally doing a lot of the work, and Rahul Gandhi campaigned aggressively in Gujarat in 2017, and the Congress almost pulled it off. They brought the BJP into double digits. So look, I am not saying that miracles will happen. I think the Congress is still, has woken up too late to the kind of challenges it faces. It's been a patient in ICU for much too long. But I think Gehlot as the organizational man, Rahul Gandhi, hitting the road as he is, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who also we are told is going to hit the road in a possible bus yatra next year, I think at least gives an element of energy which has been missing so far and enables the party to maybe also effect a generational change in a state like Rajasthan, which is one of the many critical states that the Congress faces in the next 14 to 15 months. So, at the moment, the glass looks half empty, but for the Congress, a Gehlot-Rahul Gandhi combination appears to be what they seem to be increasingly settling upon.
Thanks, Rajdeep. Gehlot-Rahul Gandhi combination did do reasonably well in Gujarat in 2017. Could it be the formula for revival for the Congress nationally? Sanjay Jha, Shashi Tharoor seems to, want to fight, but even the Kerala Congress doesn't seem to be backing him. If the Gandhis even surreptitiously back Gehlot's candidature, which is what it seems like, then Shashi doesn't really have much of a fighting chance. How do you think Gehlot will be as Congress president?
First and foremost, Rahul, I can tell you this with some degree of confidence that I don't think Mr. Gehlot expects to be both the Congress president and the Rajasthan chief minister. Now, who will be the Rajasthan chief minister? As I think everyone said, including Rajdeep said on your program, I think, Sachin Pilot is by far been waiting in the wings for extremely long and deserves to take over the charge 1 year before the elections come into play. But I also feel that, Shashi is not throwing his hat in the ring just for a last hurrah or something. I think Shashi actually believes that the Congress needs a new battle of ideas. I mean, there are people who support Shashi, not just people down south, not just the English-speaking elite or the urban middle class. I think Shashi has a very pan-India impact. But most important, Rahul, as you discovered, you're a seasoned journalist, that when you have these contests, I mean, it will bring the Congress into the forefront of seizing the narrative of how the party wants to, one, reform itself, take on the BJP, and third, create the next India story. And I do think that all these things add up to giving the party a real solid tailwind. There's a certain momentum that the Congress hasn't had for a long time. And I have been on your show so often.
But one second, Sanjay, the fact is that the Congress currently has this yatra happening in Kerala. The big election is in Gujarat. Arvind Kejriwal is going day after day, week after week to Gujarat, where he's taking on the BJP head-on in their own bastion. Rahul Gandhi is in Kerala. The next immediate election is in Gujarat, and the yatra is not even going there right now.
Rahul, a very pertinent question. In fact, I have mentioned this in my last article, where I've said if the Congress doesn't do well in Gujarat, which means, loses to the BJP again, and Aam Aadmi Party begins to take a significant toehold, it will actually puncture the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So the Congress does not have the luxury today to say that we are doing a Bharat Jodo Yatra and Gujarat and Himachal can wait. Ultimately, your electoral success is the ultimate manifestation of the referendum of the public on your party. And therefore, the Congress needs to dovetail all these things together. They have to be conflated. Rahul's Bharat Jodo Yatra has to pay dividend in Gujarat, which is why whoever is leading the Gujarat campaign today has a tough job on hand. And I can tell you the Congress in 2017 did well, but if you notice thereafter they simply imploded. You lost all your MLAs, you had, the Hardik Patel, and you had, Alpesh Thakurs and all leaving you. So I think if you can't beard the lions in their own den, you lose another significant opportunity. I have maintained it, and I'll say so on your show again. Beating the BJP in Gujarat would make beating BJP in 2024 much easier.
Yeah, but to beat them, you have to fight them. As of now, the Congress in Gujarat is hardly seen as being in the fight. You've got Kejriwal and AAP fighting much more. Parajita Sarangi, I saw some BJP leaders tweet to say all of this is a big facade. In the end, Rahul Gandhi will say yes and become Congress president again. Is that really how you're seeing the story play out?
Absolutely. Whatever we are seeing in the Congress today is just an eyewash. It's all a facade. The fact remains that Congress is a private limited company, and the Congress party cannot breathe without anybody from the Nehru-Gandhi family at the helm of affairs. Now, in 1919, Motilal Nehruji had become the Congress president, and now it is 2022. These 103 years, and of these 103 years, for 48 years, one from the Nehru-Gandhi family has been at the helm of affairs. So I think the situation is such that everything is being kind of, manipulated in such a manner that Rahul Gandhi comes up as the choice. Now here, please remember that 7 states have already passed resolutions that they want Rahul Gandhi as the president. Now, do you think that this is just by chance? And this is because of the love of the Congress people for Rahul Gandhi? No, it's a premeditated action of the Congress. And whatever Bharat Jodo Yatra may seem to us like, but it is basically a launch of Rahul Gandhi. They are trying to make Rahul Gandhi.
Let Nasir Hussain respond to your charge that this is the relaunch of Rahul Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi 3.0, and all of this will ultimately amount to very little. Rahul Gandhi will become Congress president. You're pulling off a big facade by making it seem as if you want an election. Nasir Hussain.
Rahul, let me first respond to the BJP spokesperson. I think BJP as a party which has not demonstrated any sort of an internal democracy till date, where only 2 people sit and decide who should be the president, who should be in, who should be out. They shouldn't be talking about the internal democracy of the Congress party. Congress party has a long tradition of having elections at all levels, right from the booth to ward to block to district to state to the national level. We have continuously been having elections. If the workers, if the delegates, if the members, if the leaders of the Congress party want someone from the Gandhi Parivar, nobody can help it. If some states, I am a PRO to the state of West Bengal. I just returned from West Bengal after having after conducting the election there for the post of for AICC delegates and also for PCC president. Then they wanted me to sit in the meeting, and they said that we want to pass a resolution to see that Mr. Rahul Gandhi becomes the AICC president. I said I am a member of the election authority of Congress party. I am a PRO. I cannot sit and pass a resolution. There will be an election. Whoever has to become the
no, but tell me one thing, when the entire Congress machinery at this moment is out trying to make Rahul Gandhi's yatra a success, how does, whether it is Shashi Tharoor or Ashok Gehlot, have a hope in hell of being able to do a good job as Congress president? The machinery is trying to build Rahul Gandhi. The Congress president then is just a nominated president who has to kind of keep the wheels moving, but real power still resides with the Gandhi family.
First of all, let me tell you that this is not a Rahul Gandhi-led yatra. This is not only Congress party Padyatra. This is a Bharat Jodo Yatra where lots of civil society groups, lots of other people, lots of intellectuals,
Nasir Hussain, that's just glib talk. Look at the images on our screen right now. Day after day, in these images, Rahul Gandhi is flexing his muscles. He's front and center of the yatra. You are saying he's not leading the yatra. He is what the yatra is about.
Rahul, you should first allow me to complete, and then you should interrupt in the middle. See this Bharat Jodo Yatra involves everything, whom all I named. And there, if there is an ex-AICC president or a present AICC president, or if there are former union ministers or chief minister of the state, they will steal the show. If they are there as a part of the yatra, he is there in the yatra and people are flocking to him from everywhere. He is no more the AICC president, and people want him to become the AICC president. He has written in his letter, resignation letter, saying that nobody from Gandhi Parivar should become the AICC president, at least now. So even after that, if the members of the Congress party want him to become the AICC president, it is up to him to decide whether he wants to contest the polls or not contest the polls. Because without an election, there cannot be an AICC president. There will be election. Anybody who wants to contest is free to contest. This is an open election, free election, democratic election.
That Nasir Hussain is making, and Rajdeep made earlier. Gehlot as president, Rahul Gandhi as mascot. This combination did give the BJP a run for its money in Gujarat in 2017. Maybe this combination might do a better job than what we've seen over the last several years with Sonia Gandhi in charge and the Congress party fraying in the middle and at the edges.
See, I tell you, psychophancy is eating into the Congress as termites. And these are not my words. These are the words of Shergill, who just left the Congress. In the last 8 years, 35 senior leaders have left the Congress because there is too much of psychophancy. This is the biggest charge against the Congress. And let me remind our friend Mr. Hussain, who's on the panel, that in 1998, Sonia Gandhi had been chosen to be the president of the Congress party. And since then, till 2017, she had been there. And for 2 years, till 2019, Rahul Gandhi was there. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were the Congress in charge till date. But we, Bharatiya Janata Party, had 9 presidents in BJP. Bharatiya Janata Party had 9 presidents in all these years. So please don't say that there is no democracy, you know. And as far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, our president actually comes from the below, from the grassroots. Anybody who is capable, who is performing, who is talented, who is delivering is actually given importance in our party. You know, I mean, this has to be remembered by each one of you. And as far as Gehlot ji is concerned, he is in pehle aap mode. Now, it is just a facade. I'm telling you, Rahul Gandhi is again.
He says, my job is to walk with Rahul Gandhi. He's not really Congress president. If he's president, he's in charge. He himself knows he's here basically just to play second fiddle to Rahul Gandhi.
Can I come in, please?
Said. Final words, quickly, please.
Now, Rahul, let me first ask the BJP spokesperson. Who elected Amit Shah as the BJP president? Who elected Nitin Gadkari? Who elected JP Nadda? Where was the election? Were there elections? Who are the delegates to elect the BJP president? Two people sit in a room, they run the government, two people sit in a room
How do you
and
know
they
what's
choose the
happening
president.
within the
You tell me
Bharatiya
who
Janata
elected
Party?
them? Where are your voters?
How do you know
Where are
what's
your
happening
voters
within
for
the
your delegates?
Bharatiya Janata
We
Party?
have a
We have a
proper,
constitution which
let the people of
governs
the country
everything
know.
within the party.
Let the people of the country know how they have been elected.
I am
Please
going
don't
to
interrupt me.
answer
I
you.
didn't interrupt you. Don't
I'm
interrupt
going
me.
to answer
So
you.
now
How
you
do you
tell
know
the
what's
people of
happening
the
within the
country who
Bharatiya Janata
elected
Party?
them. Who elected
I'm
them?
telling you, there is a
Who elected
constitution which
them?
guides and
We have
governs
an
us.
electorate, we have
You
delegates,
are
we
a
have ACC
democracy
delegates, we have
mukt and
PCC
parivar
delegates.
yukt party.
They are
You have
elected people.
absolutely
They
no
will
right
in
to
turn
say
elect
anything.
the
As
ACC
far as
president.
Bharatiya
Who is
Janata
Okay,
electing
Party
your
I
is
don't want to
concerned,
president?
turn this
we are
into a
governed
Who
tutu
by
elected
meme.
your
That's not how I run
elections
debates, and that doesn't really
Is
serve
there
any
any
purpose. My effort is to try and focus on making sense rather than making noise. I want to go across to Sanjay Jha and Rashid Kidwai for final words. I'll start with Sanjay. Sanjay, what happens next? Sachin as Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Gehlot as Congress President, Shashi Tharoor fighting a good fight. Is that how you see the script play out?
Yeah, I think so. And I also feel that the BJP has reasons to be acutely nervous. Because let me tell you, the Congress's atrophy in the last several years has made it very easy for the BJP to actually get a bigger national footprint and win elections. I can also tell you, if the Congress resurrects itself and it seems to be on the right track, trust me, you never know how things can change. I also am going to tell you something else, Rahul. You see an increasingly bigger political role in, I don't know what organizational post, for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. I think Rahul Gandhi is an ideological crusader of the party who takes on the RSS and the BJP. You can see Rahul's comfort level during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the boat races, etc. He loves that. And running an organization, a political organization.
But right now he's in Kerala. Let him come to Uttar Pradesh. Let him travel through Gujarat. Let him travel through Madhya Pradesh. That's why aata dal chini ka daam pata chalega, boss.
Sure. I agree with that. But I think Rahul is more comfortable when he is with the people who he believes are the ones who require the support of the political ecosystem. So I think when he's with the underprivileged, the poor, the farmers, I think he really finds his mojo there. And I think the Congress is doing what it should have done long time ago. Leverage your political talent. Ashok Gehlot is a veteran in the Congress politics. He knows how to make things work. He will know how to pick up the phone and talk to alliance partners, etc. And Sachin Pilot, I think, deserves a shot in that job. So I think Congress will be able to capture the political narrative, which is so crucial if you have to take on the BJP.
Rashid, will MLAs in Rajasthan back Sachin Pilot if the Gandhis were to tell Ashok Gehlot, let Sachin be Chief Minister? He couldn't break the Congress when he tried, even though he says he didn't, but he was sulking and had moved away with some MLAs. That didn't work well. Gehlot won then. If Gehlot isn't going to want Sachin as Chief Minister, which he won't, will Sachin be able to run the ship in Rajasthan?
I think it looks pretty obvious that Mr. Gehlot will become Congress president and move to 24 Akbar Road, and Sachin Pilot would move to, because this is the kind of assurance that a lot of deliberations have taken place. He will move to 8 Civil Lines, Jaipur, which is the chief district residence. But remember, Rahul, that Congress has the ability to make simple things looks complex. We have seen it in Punjab, we have seen it in Uttarakhand, we have seen it in several other states. So therefore, I think the Congress needs to hold its nerve for a week or fortnight and get this kind of whatever it has, this pieces in place, and then of course it will be a new battle for 2024.
Surely, given the patience that he's shown, Sachin Pilot would deserve a chance to be Chief Minister and see whether he can lead the Congress to re-election. It will be Sachin Pilot versus a resurgent BJP, possibly led yet again by Vasundhara Raje Scindia. She seems to be popular still on the ground, even though there are those within the BJP who would like someone like a Gajendra Singh Shekhawat to take over. But whatever happens there, you've got some new energy. Now, whether Ashok Gehlot will agree to that, how much can he push back? Because if the Gandhis make clear that they'd like Sachin Pilot to be in charge, then does Gehlot really have a chance? There's a lot happening. We'll keep tracking what happens very closely. I want to thank our guests for a very sharp political debate, at least sharp insights. Now, whether something comes out of this, I don't know. It could also be a lot of sound and fury. Ashok Gehlot will be president most likely, but he has Rahul Gandhi who's leading the march and leading the Congress for all practical purposes. But he also is the ideal foil for someone like a Rahul Gandhi. He can work behind the scenes, doesn't really threaten Rahul in any way. So it could potentially be a good match. But then, as we know about the Congress, they can very quickly snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Even when things seem right, they can find some way of complicating the situation immensely, which is why the BJP really likes the way the Congress is playing at this moment. That's the kind of opponent you want. But as Sanjay Jha says, remember, the Congress is a very old, deep idea in India, and it's an idea that if it gets its act together, can bounce back much faster than people would expect. So, interesting situation. We'll track what happens. I want to thank our guests for joining us. When we come back on the other side of a quick break, I'll have more stories for you. The stakes high for the Congress in 2024, which is why this presidential election is being so keenly watched over the next several days. Watch out for the biggest faces and the most detailed analysis on what plagues the Congress coming up on India Today, day after day.
How about we tell you a story? And like every story, this one too has two sides. So far, familiar script, right? But wait, let's throw in a few surprises. And here are some insights that give you context. And the countdown has begun.
I noticed something new. You've started using a new body lotion.
Funny.
I'm so sorry for the delay. I was on another call. It just kept going on.
No, Papa. You have been a steam bath.
Steam bath? At home?
Two steam bath he takes.
Go to your homework.
It's 7:20 already. The kickoff's in 5 minutes. Get all the boys. We have the entire place to ourselves, man. Not working?
Of course it is. But I don't want you guys to be using this bathroom. So use the other one.
Hey, I noticed something new. You've started using a new body lotion.
Funny.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
You're on board the Newstrack. The UP government's decision to survey Waqf properties in the state has stirred up a big political storm. While Akhilesh Yadav is accusing the Yogi government of playing divisive politics, Owaisi has called the exercise a Chota NRC.
Another furious UP face-off. After a survey of madrasas, the Yogi Adityanath government in Uttar Pradesh is scanning the Waqf board amid allegations of massive land grab and irregularities. A massive political war has erupted over the survey, the opposition calling it a divisive move.
सर्वे के खिलाफ हैं, सर्वे नहीं होना चाहिए और इस सरकार को केवल हिंदू मुस्लिम में उलझाना है। जो लोग दावा करते हैं $1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी की, ये बताएं कि $1 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी क्या मदरसों में सर्वे होने से हो जाएगी?
अगर सर्वे कराने से कोई सच सामने आता है, वक्फ की संपत्ति खाली होती है और उसको गरीब मुसलमानों को कहीं पर कुछ उसका लाभ पहुंचाया जा सकता है, सरकार की पवित्र मंशा है। लेकिन जो तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति करते हैं, चाहे वो श्री अखिलेश जी या अन्य कोई नेता हो,
ये सर्वे वो कोई भी कराए, सरकार का अधिकार होता है। और जहाँ तक मैंने कुछ बयान पढ़े हैं, बहुत सारे जो मुस्लिम लीडर्स, उन्होंने इसको कहा भी है कि सर्वे होना चाहिए, बिल्कुल होना चाहिए, पर किसी भी द्वेष की भावना से नहीं होना चाहिए।
और सरकार पूरी तरह से प्रदेश के सभी बच्चों की उच्च कोटि की शिक्षा प्रदान करने के प्रतिबद्ध है। हमारी सरकार शुचिता के साथ सभी विभागों को रेगुलराइज कर रही है। यदि कहीं कोई किसी को दिक्कत है, वो कहे, हम बिल्कुल निष्पक्ष न्याय कराएंगे, ये हमारी जिम्मेदारी है।
Asaduddin Owaisi's MIM termed the Waqf survey one-sided and branded it mini NRC aimed to harass Muslims.
इस तरह का एक टारगेटेड सर्वे करना ये बिल्कुल सरासर गलत है और हम इसकी मुखालिफत करते हैं। तो ये सिस्टमैटिक टारगेटिंग हो रहा है मुसलमानों का। नहीं, सुनिए, ये सिस्टमैटिक टारगेटिंग हो रहा है मुसलमानों का और यूपी सरकार ये काम कर रही है।
ये कहा जा रहा था छोटी एनआरसी, लेकिन अब आप तैयारी में है बड़ी एनआरसी की। सच्चाई ये है कि आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ मुसलमानों को परेशान कर रहे हैं।
Yogi government has alleged that the board violated Waqf Act and violated property registration norms, striking down a 1989 order transferring barren non-agricultural land used for shrine, Qabristan and Eidgah to Waqf board. The Yogi government has vowed to correct what it calls an over 3-decade-old wrong, allowing Waqf to lay claim to vast amount of land, asking officials to submit report within a month. But the move has paved way for another high-voltage political confrontation. With Ashish Srivastav in Lucknow, Bureau Report, India Today.
This is where I wrap up the Newstrack tonight. For your time and your trust, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Till then, from all of us here in the India Today Mediaplex, goodbye, good night.
What was that like, those early years of struggle? Obviously, a man who's perhaps